Please wait. I think we live. I think we live. Milky Way.
Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa.
The live?
We live?
Oh, it's not.
Hold on, check.
Okay. I found it.
Are we live?
Yeah.
Who? We what? Are we live on YouTube?
Let's get it.
Are we live on YouTube?
Hit the thumbs up.
Hit the thumbs up button. Why are you letting air out your chest like that? All right, Milk, let's pop it off. Let me drop in the Discord. You get to get rolling. I'm gonna drop in the Discord. What's going on?
We're going through the. I guess some of them are in the top 20, but most of these are in the top 20 most viewed Breakfast Club interviews. So, we're running through some of the greats. They have a lot of moments.
And I just feel like we should probably crescendo the Breakfast Club, being that shit definitely fell off. And so let's remember a greater time, circa 2013 to 2017, when at least once a week you was guaranteed a banger Breakfast Club interview. And it's just like, I felt like this is a good way to pop off our new weekly live streams. It's Tuesday. Wait.
Whoa.
Tierlist Tuesday, let's get it. All right, let me get the chat up real quick, and then we gonna get this bitch popping.
Flame, what up?
My nigga Flame in the building. My nigga Chef in the building. We in the house. What's good? We about to pop this off, and you know how we going. Hold on, oops, we live.
We forgot Ray J. Dang.
We forgot Ray J?
He gonna be in the honorable mentions.
That nigga Ray J gonna be an honorable mention.
One who really pioneered her.
Who do you feel? Who do you feel like we would slap on? And the way we even thought about this was we was watching Cub Shay Shay, which was Cat Williams, and I was definitely like, man, remember when like that's like a really good interview, but you remember when interviews were like fun? I don't think anybody really gives a fuck about like interviews like that like they used to. I guess Vlad just solved Tupac's murder.
What a big moment. But yeah, I don't know. The guy from Rap Radar, he was saying like big artists don't even do interviews and shit. They want to do little kind of entertainers podcasts where it's so less serious. We're not asking.
It's not even. What are you talking about? Some real questions. What real questions are these niggas asking? What are you talking about? Some real questions. What the fuck is you asking these niggas? Making it's just your shit whack.
Yeah.
It's not hitting on the shit that the way the podcast hitting. That's why niggas want to go there. I mean, if it's still a promotional tactic, you still want to go to where you're going to be getting the most numbers and the most conversion, and it's just realistically these people aren't dropping them joints like they dropping them before. But are you ready to pop off, Milk? Make sure everybody hit that thumbs up button. We rocking and rolling. We in the fucking house. Hit that thumbs up button. KBD family, we live, but I just don't think they got the same momentum. We're going to start with the Jay-Z Breakfast Club interview. Now, I'm not going to lie. Just because Hove is Hove and Hove never speaks, I have to take this. It goes much higher. Like, not that Hove doesn't really never speaks, but it's just like you don't see a Jay-Z interviews as much as you used to, right? But that was still like Magna Carta Holy Grail, I think is what he was promoting. So I guess we were still getting Hove interviews.
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy in that bitch.
Nothing. In the comments, I remember saying it was like he didn't talk enough, and he didn't go into a lot because he was only like an hour interview or something, less than that.
Only an hour, nigga. If the Breakfast Club put out an hour interview right now, they can't get 3 minutes of it out of me.
You used to watch the Breakfast Club?
What? How? How? Which interview? I guess Boosie. I'm gonna give Hove. Is that crazy to pop up with Hove in a C tier?
Well, you think it had left a lot to be desired?
Boy, that bitch was mad. Now that nigga Joe Budden, when he was talking about sitting on Tahiri, when Joe Budden talking about that nigga said he had popped so much ecstasy, he under the bed off the trigger. You know how the trigger get your heart pumping and your dick hard. Right. So he under the bed off the trigger, and then he said he fell asleep. That's S tier. asleep off the chicken?
Iconic.
We got the first Tekashi 6ix9ine interview.
This was a hype.
That was some hot shit, and we can't look at it now because that nigga snitched. We just have to be realistic with it. We cannot look at it now just because that nigga snitched.
The third biggest interview on the Breakfast Club channel.
What tier would you give it?
Shoot.
I gotta move Joe to. I realistically got to move Joe Budden to B tier. I just think it's crazy you fell asleep off the XOs. Nigga, I'll be up 2 days off the XO. It was crazy that nigga XO tour life that bitch. All right, so we're gonna go get Tekashi.
He probably beep as well. It wasn't anything too memorable. It was just all like
Dick Gregory.
Oh, that's S tier. Super satisfactory.
Get out of C tier.
The gems he dropped in that one?
Yeah, get out of C tier.
People, man.
Fat Boy SSC, I'm gonna get it a D. I never thought that love. Why you laughing, nigga? I'm serious. I never thought that Fat Boy SSC shit on the Breakfast Club was that funny when he said that they didn't have breakfast.
It worked. He was like number 12 biggest video, like number 9 or something.
What does that matter to what does that matter if it was good or not?
Because he followed up with the Birdman shit.
That nigga was not in that. He didn't follow.
Birdman dropped the t-shirts. Put some respect on my name. The single. Put some respect on my name.
What's Birdman have to do with Fat Boy SSC?
I'm saying capitalizing on the moment. he came to capitalize on.
Nigga, that nigga wasn't in there like Beanie, fresh up off Meat Mill, whooping your ass. Nigga, the Dream Chasers just touched that nigga, boy, like a week later, and he in there trying to be gangster. Then he talk about, I don't know what Mac I want to go to. Sometimes I want to. Yeah, that's a super S tier. That's a damn near Beanie Siegel. Ooh, that nigga that nigga's towing the B tier, but he really an A tier, but we gotta give it the B tier.
He was on Charlamagne ass. He was trying to.
Ooh, that was a good one though.
First degree murder in the height of my career.
Ooh, that nigga one
time. You
time.
know nothing about that.
Okay, so hold on. So let's go next. Trevor Noah. D. Why you put him on the list, man?
He was like number 6.
Nigga, I didn't even know that nigga was on. You know certain niggas be way more famous than you really gauge for in your mind. So like soccer players, like fucking certain random Trevor Noah. I feel like Trevor Noah one of them niggas who just randomly famous. And if you in the chat, tell me, where would you list this nigga Trevor Noah's Breakfast Club interview? That's gotta be a Q to cake tier.
He was a follow-up to Jon Stewart. You didn't watch the Daily Show back in the day?
No, I watched the Daily Show.
Yeah,
that just wasn't a good Breakfast Club interview. I chose one. Why you put Trevor Noah on there?
He was one of the biggest interviews.
Omar Johnson.
They had moments, man. You
gotta be kidding me. Well, Dr. Oh, this was crazy.
Yeah, gems. Dick Gregory had gems. You sleep on Dick Gregory, man.
I'm gonna put Dr. Umar Johnson right there where he belongs. Oh, Kanye. They want us to take the gloves off and really touch. S tier.
Yeah, that was right after Yeezus and Charlamagne.
Come on, bro.
I don't even like the album.
And that's when that nigga was still funny.
Yeah, and they went to.
That's when that nigga was still funny. You're not beating that. Okay, what about? Hold on. Wait a minute.
Well,
come on, that's an S tier interview. Now we rolling. Nigga, that is one of the great. I honestly have watched this Dame Dash interview probably close to 30 to 40 times. To be real, I've watched the Beanie Siegel one like 15 times too. You know another one to interview that didn't make it that would have been delicious. Pause. Is Onyx. Mike Epps.
He was like number 7.
Was that when he was hating on Cat Williams?
He was.
Or Kevin Hart?
Kevin Hart, yeah. He's always like Cat Williams.
I'm gonna go ahead and drop that in the D tier for him.
He was exposing the gatekeepers.
Michael Blackson, Milk.
He was like number 3.
Don't be smoking before you make these lists.
These are the biggest.
How boy Turk?
So that one's filled with moments.
Nah, really. Tory Lanez? Nah, not when Tory came with the puppet. We filling that D tier up very, very seamlessly. So should we run through what the D tier is? Trevor Noah, Umar Johnson, Mike Epps. Yo, this is the craziest combination of niggas.
Well, that was why I was surprised.
Look, Trevor Noah, right? Dr. Umar Johnson, Mike Epps, Fatboy SSE, Michael Blackson, Tory Lanez when Tory Lanez came with the puppet, and Hot Boy Turk. On the C tier, we got Hove and Dick Gregory. Yo, Tuesday Tierlist for the win.
Sleeper tier.
Yo, the B tier is Joe Budden, Tekashi, Beanie Siegel. Now, Milk, you might be wondering, why have you not put anybody in an A tier?
Well,
Milk, you might be wondering, why have I not put anybody in an A tier?
No, an A tier.
1, Beanie Siegel should be in the A tier. 2, it's sort of hard because it's like A tier close to S. So most things that are that good are just going to be super fucking good, right? Yeah. Like, you can't put the Kanye or the Dame Dash too many steps below that, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm going to go ahead and move Beans to A, just to be fair. And D tier is bloated, boy. That motherfucker. Snoop, get out of C tier. Kodak, I suppose. I hope so. Yeah. Give him an A tier. Kodak was an A tier. Did you feel like that Dave Chappelle and Darnell Rollins one was any fucking good? That bitch was not good. And I felt like they was hating on Darnell a little too much.
Well, because he always, it's not like bro, give Dave Chappelle a little more airtime. He always want to jump on every, because Dave Chappelle a little more laid back than Darnell. He want to get in every joke and not let Dave Chappelle be Dave Chappelle.
While you talking, I'm going to put it in D tier.
Darnell been there 3-4 times. Let Dave talk. I remember just thinking that it was all like, yeah, that's why they were
85 South Show, nigga, you was running low on shit. 85 South Show, I got throw that at a C tier, but I like the 85 South Show. It's just Milk. This wasn't one of our strongest lists. I'm gonna supervise the list a little bit next time before we go on and put this Hop Out Live. You got me with Dr. Umar Johnson, Trevor Noah, Dick Gregory Hove. It's the craziest scene.
Hey, icons.
Nipsey Hussle. I'm sort of tied for like a C to B. What you think about Nip? Just quality of interview, not of nigga.
Yeah, it's like
that bit was sort of dry.
Wasn't like an iconic moment popping anywhere.
Nothing hot.
You just got to know Nip.
Machine Gun Kelly.
Right after the Eminem beat.
I gotta give it a D because as far as it was very entertaining. I'm gonna move it to a B. I'm gonna move it to a B because one, that nigga thought we was taking him much more serious than we really was. I think that was the comedy of that shit. That nigga just thought we were all just like really like, man, Em's going head to head battle in these streets, nigga. And niggas was just like, oh my God, no. What about Tyga? Only thing I learned about from this interview was the phrase "red shirt and some pussy."
I don't remember that one.
When Charlamagne told that nigga he red shirted Kylie Jenner, where he was fucking. You don't remember Tyga was fucking with Kylie Jenner when she was.
And he was doing it like live on the Kardashians.
Yeah, that nigga. We really should look into that as a people. Niggas over here worried about Puffy. This nigga Tyga.
Passing their bottles.
Right on that, just right there. So yeah, I mean.
Ryan says where Michael Blackson. He made the D tier.
Michael Blackson was a strong D tier. He was a strong D tier just because I can't remember too much, and I just don't find Michael Blackson funny. I'm gonna be honest.
How you feel he got called out by Cat Williams?
I feel like that nigga. I don't know, man. I feel Cat Williams on account of a lot of these niggas on Joe Rogan don't be funny. I need the whole show. Oh, there we go.
Joe Rogan tweeted like, well, we have no problem with Cat.
I don't give a fuck. That's not the point Cat Williams is making. Right. Whether he never said you had a problem with him. He said you won't see me on What's Good, Poop. He said you won't see me on
Michael Blackson funny since 12 or 2012.
Since like 2012, I don't think Michael Blackson's funny. I think so. Since we got Ryan in the building, let me run through what's going on. We got D tier. Milk, can you read the names in D tier? You don't got your glasses.
Yeah, Trevor Noah, Dr. Umar Johnson.
Milk, why did you choose Trevor Noah when you was making this tier list? I want to sort of see what was your rationale.
I was surprised that he made like the number 7 or 8 highest viewed video on their channel in general. I was all like, I remember watching it and just being like, yeah, man, this guy isn't.
I remember watching it, and was they talking about boomerangs or some shit in Australia? Man,
that rings a bell.
Yeah, I swear to God, I clicked on that bitch. Them niggas was talking about throwing boomerangs in Australia. I was like, Trevor Noah. So I watched the Breakfast Club interview with Trevor Noah before I ever watched Trevor Noah on the Daily Show or whatever. So I thought Trevor Noah wasn't funny. It wasn't until later I figured out that nigga actually was funny. But that Breakfast Club interview was so bad. It made me think.
He has moments. I mean, there's a lot of good writing on the Daily Show. You know, that didn't change. But, you know, I'll never know if he's a good comedian. Because I think I have seen his stand-up. And it was like,
is he Australian or British?
I thought he was British.
British, huh?
Here, press the zoom in on in the corner.
Where?
3 dots in the corner.
Yo, hold on. Get these niggas all in my shit, man. Good call, though. Good call. I know what we about to do.
Still, run through it.
Hold on. You gotta know how to get on these electronics, my nigga. You gotta know how to make these electronics your ebonics, like Turk would say.
Turk said that?
No, but he would have made it rhyme like I did. Sound like some shit Turk would have said. Because let's be real, bro. The only content I actually watch is old hip-hop interviews.
Yeah.
That's all I really watch. Look, I feel like I'm going to lay you two nigga now. I'm in the left corner. Them niggas know how they put themselves in the left corner, but I ain't going to talk about it. Anyway, so Milk put Trevor Noah. That's a guaranteed Q tier Breakfast Club interview. That nigga Trevor Noah just lucky we didn't have any tiers lower than D. I'm going to be so real with you. Trevor Noah just got like by a pubic hair from being a Z tier interview. Dr. Umar Johnson, all I remember was him saying, if you have a mixed kid, the mom can't tell the dad or the son how if he get pulled over on campus when he come back. Yeah, so that nigga wasn't. Well, that nigga Dr. Umar Johnson be just talking. But I feel him sometimes, but it's like, man, that nigga just be fucking talking. But then maybe he don't. But like, do that nigga got a school or do he not got a school? That's what I never could understand. And I think he just get on this bitch and tell niggas not to have mixed race kids. That's really all I've gathered from this nigga saying.
And then Charlamagne called him out. It's like, all right, were these pictures of you and this white woman? Snow bunnies? What was the snow bunny bit?
Raya said Dave Chappelle up there. I actually put Dave Chappelle in the D tier. As far as Dave Chappelle interviews go, that was butt. Like, if you think of every time Dave Chappelle has been interviewed in his history of life, it's been some groundbreaking shit. It's been something worth watching. That was not. That is like if you remember his at the Actors Guild or whatever that is, or not the Actors Guild. It's where the old white guy interviews you about your life in front of the students, and then he lit up a cigarette and everybody started cheering. Yeah, Dave Chappelle interviewed Dave Chappelle on Oprah. You know what I'm saying? You know that time when they came on the TV. Oprah come on the TV. Bill Cosby come on the TV fresh off Epstein Island telling this nigga Dave Chappelle he bad for black people. So it was like, next we do an Epstein Island tier list.
It's apparently a really big list.
Man, there was some niggas on there really broke my heart.
Well,
some niggas in there broke my heart. And I tried to do some, like, mental gymnastics on that bitch, bro. Like, I tried my hardest to just go, like... And that nigga was just there trying to talk about the movie. But it's like... Come on, cuz. If y'all niggas if y'all letting niggas make it like that, y'all niggas gotta let Puff go. If y'all letting niggas on that list make it, y'all niggas gotta let Puff go.
Know if
shut the fuck up. Y'all niggas either bring Ciroc back or we get rid of everybody. You don't get to pick and choose because it's MJ. Where's the book? All right, Milk, so was you going to keep reading? Why you go quiet?
So back on track.
We put Turk and Deer to D-list. What did Ryan say?
Soulja Boy S tier. Next up, you think?
Go read the list we got. Yes.
I think the Mike Epps interview. He was exposing the gatekeepers.
So you saying Mike Epps could move up higher?
I remember.
I'm laying this off of could you watch this back later? See, like, Tyga made it to C tier, not because you could watch it back later for entertainment purposes, but when they're getting that pedophilia case on that nigga later, we all gonna watch that interview back later like, damn, this nigga was damn near telling on himself. It's like A.R.A.B. We could put A.R.A.B. up here.
Oh, man.
But it's like... When we figure out, like, because this nigga was literally confessing to dating a child. And I don't fuck with that, like, the 17. I don't like a nigga toe the line. Yeah, a nigga toe that line crazy. That nigga he wasn't even towing the line. He was just straight up dating a kid.
Well, yeah, he very vocal about it. But, no, Mike Epps? That was I don't know. I still watch his stand up just randomly now.
So you got to remember this tier list.
Watch it right again.
This tier list isn't based off of your stand up. It's not about your work. It's about.
You said it, but I watch it again right now, and I'm not like, yeah, I haven't watched it in a minute, and I remember it being funny.
The interview.
Yeah.
No, it's not about you would, nigga. Have you? Fucking you talking about you would, nigga? This shit. There's multiple Breakfast Club interviews that I've watched more than once. I watched DMX Breakfast Club interview the other day.
Yeah.
Fatboy SSE, I just didn't think it was funny. Birdman's was better. Michael Blackson, never been too funny. Turk, not too funny. Go to C tier. Jay-Z's was just, it left a lot to be desired. Dick Gregory was such a powerful interview, but I'm going to just put it here. It's really supposed to be up here, but I was scared they would shoot me down with the laser if I put it there early, so I just, for my nigga, put it early. We back. Now we done got him. Nipsey, I felt like that was disappointing. Snoop Dogg's, not disappointing, but there's just nothing memorable about it. Snoop Dogg's interview, I really remember he was getting on the stories with Pac, but I feel like I've heard Snoop give them stories before, and I don't know why they were more interesting then. 85 South Show, only thing stopped these niggas from being a D tier was I felt like the D tier was getting a little too bloated. Oh God, C tier was listening up. And then Tiger, like I said,
off the gold out?
We go.
Gold album now didn't even go gold. Went triple styrofoam.
I'm saying right. This nigga Ryan said random question: is you able to separate the art from the artist? Not for Tiger. Hey, y'all, nigga, you gotta be a nigga. Come on, nigga, you gotta come with some MJ records, nigga. You gotta have at least one world's greatest. Before I'm being real with niggas, niggas gonna lie to you. Niggas don't do that when you want to get Cisco out of here, or sorry, Coolio. Niggas, nobody batted an eye when niggas wanted to get Coolio out of there. Niggas start coming for a nigga with some hits like Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, Michael Jackson. Niggas get to, you gotta know how to separate the art from the artist. Yeah, nah, niggas just want to keep watching that shit. Let's be real. Nigga, I got off probation. I'm listening to world greatest like R. Kelly, crying my ass off. Nigga, I'm the world's greatest. I'm that little glimmer of hope when your back's against the rope. I'm tighten up. I said, boy, I get to the courthouse, I turn it off. Can't have these niggas know I'm listening to this kind of monster. They might not let me off. So it's just like, but don't, nigga, we not separating no art from the artist for no Tiger? Nigga, for Tiger?
Ryan said the same thing. Oh, no, not Tiger, but yeah, everyone else like MJ, Cosby, R. Kelly.
Hey, a nigga separating the art for the artist for Tiger is crazy. Because that's a waste of one. You know, like, oh, the nigga like R. Kelly, we had to use like four. Like four of your catalogs. Because honestly, it's not that you want this nigga free. It's just like, damn, nigga, what about the hits? And it's like, no, I'm being real. That's how niggas look at it.
Cedric the Entertainer had a joke. He said, it's like, yeah, I'm part of a secret society. And everyone in the audience like, yeah, I know. And it's like, me and my friends still get together and listen to R. Kelly records in my house sometimes.
Nigga, who you steal that joke from? Hey, who Cedric stole that joke from? Because I swear to God, Cedric Entertainer. Hey, now, Cat Williams fucked Cedric Entertainer jokes up for me forever. Because Bontanalicious was Cedric the Entertainer's funniest joke. When I figured out it's not really his joke, I go, man, this nigga wasn't funny. And that nigga Steve Harvey lying about his hairline was bad for young black kids. You wouldn't know nothing about this, Milk. But that nigga set such an unrealistic expectation for everybody that niggas wasn't really like, niggas didn't feel free to really move how they wanted to move. Nigga, this nigga over here got this painted on hairline. Nigga, I'm trying to compete with that with my dad's haircuts. My dad fucking my hairline up and shit. I'm waking up every day. I'm looking at Mr. Harvey or this bitch ass nigga on the TV, killing my self confidence. My daddy got a baldy. I'm pretty sure it's because pressure like niggas like Steve Harvey put on you. You can't even really enjoy a little. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So, well, who was I talking about? Tiger? Nigga, he don't get no pass. Tiger don't get no pass. Boy, that nigga guilty. Tiger. That nigga Cedric Entertainer ain't funny. I give Joe Budden beats here because that nigga was off that Molly under a bitch bed sleeping.
Yeah.
That's a triple negative.
Was this after the Drake beef or was it before?
Not before the Drake beef. But him and Drake, you know, Drake was sucking his girl toes in like 2013. So I think him and Drake sort of always been with it. Hey, what's good, Keith? Him and Drake really always been at it. Tekashi, his first interview was good, but it's like that nigga a rat, and it's just like, I don't know. I'm happy that the essays cut that nigga at Planet Fitness.
They cut him?
They caught him. I was really happy when the essays caught him at Planet Fitness. It's just, I don't know, he's just not fun.
Yeah, watching it was just all like
and I like that they was getting on niggas' ribs. Niggas don't know, like, your ribs are real sensitive.
Yeah.
Nigga to kicking you in the ribs, bro. What the fuck you about to do?
Yeah, the interview was just like, yeah, it's like no one even wants you to be a star. It's just like, I'm just watching to see where this goes.
So, and the MGK one, I just feel like that MGK interview made MGK look lame to me. Wait, you got MGK up there, but no Marlon Wayans. Every time he goes up there, he hilarious. Marlon do be OD funny. I like his last one when he was talking about Chris Rock.
Yeah, I watched a lot of his interviews, even like he goes to Big Boy, I think.
Yeah, no, we definitely missed the boat on fucking Marlon. Marlon went crazy. Yeah, Marlon was a good one. MGK is just, I think the thumbnail was good too. Like how they cut out his hand too. They don't usually cut out your hand.
Yeah.
When they cut out your hand, I mean, see, but now this nigga, Tory, we put Tory on the D tier just because it was too, like, gimmicky and sticky. Nigga came in there with a puppet version of Tory and a bald head, but that was when they had just stole them Cambodian stem cells and rubbed it on his forehead. So that it hadn't really marinated yet. You know them Yugoslavian stem cells. You know they get them out of fetus. That's where stem cells. So yeah, that nigga was going to Ecuador and getting them little babies rubbing it on his head till that nigga had a 3D hairline like Steve Harvey. These niggas will do some sick shit for a hairline. I tell you what. But first you got this nigga Steve Harvey and this bitch getting a hairline stenciled on every single day of his life. You know it was a toupee?
Yeah, I'm sure.
And you look back you wouldn't even understand, Milk. You look back at that bullshit, boy, you be goddamn how this nigga fooled me. Cause you gotta think about how do you go from having a perfect hairline to bald in like 2 days? There was no in between. He was just perfect hairline. Then he was on that movie with Nick Cannon. It was that drum line. No, Love Don't Cost a Thing. When he taught Nick Cannon how to rip the condom off of his mouth. Nigga, I still use that move to today. But I don't do it how he did it real plot there. That nigga, what? I just... Yeah, so, what was I talking about? Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey didn't get the Breakfast Club.
What would you do if you were Tory Lanez? The camera tried to walk up on your bald spot like that. Like, that was the exact moment in the thumbnail.
I'm gonna put hands and feet on him.
When I finally go to heaven, I get to...
Yeah, but what you be watching?
That's sneak peek.
See, you be fake too. I thought niggas wasn't fucking with you.
talk to God. I'm gonna say...
Oh, no, I can't do that. I need headphones. I'm in this bitch tripping. Hold on. You wanted to hear the Tory Lanez shit?
Sure.
You really should go get the splitter so you both could get the headphones.
Did we ever find it?
Yeah, we did. It's in the closet.
Hey.
Damn, I'm tripping. Excuse me, you guys.
Why did you let all these people think I was so crazy? And God is gonna say, well, it was a camouflage. I was protecting you. When I finally...
Sir, I've never seen you with hair.
And so, you know, that's the other thing. It's like, if you gonna be a famous nigga, that's a little crazy for you to just pop up with hair one day. You know what I mean? Like, didn't take not one step?
Well,
Like, Steve Harvey a little better off, because he didn't. Look at this.
Hey, why you growing hair?
I had to fix my edges up a little bit first and
You
foremost.
got a bald spot, bro. Get rid of that. Cut the shave
Damn,
bald.
why you gotta? Damn, I can't. Give me some time to grow.
Your hairline was non-existent, so it's good to know you got one of those. But get the baldy. What's up, man?
My hair was never that fucked up. I just once my edges started going crazy.
Shit, Tor.
it's the Cambodian stem cell.
And you could, yeah. But you could tell that this nigga got temper. Like, you could tell this nigga was gonna shoot Meg Thee Stallion later.
Who is he like?
Nigga, if
yelling at
you
in the
think
tour
about
bus?
this, if you're willing to take a Dominican fetus and rub it on your head so you can have hair, you don't think you'd be willing to do anything? You think there's any limit to what you're willing to do to get what you want? You're willing to take a small Peruvian child and use the nectar of his bones to get hell. Think you not gonna shoot biggest rapping bitch you can find? No, think about nigga everything. There's always a through point.
Yeah.
Boy, when you
It's a
over here
microcosm.
taking the nectar out of a fetus, nigga taking the guy juice out the fetus so that he can get a hairline. Nigga, are you crazy?
Well, just so people wouldn't play him like this. Now look at us. Now he's trying to be a star, man. He was the next Drake, coming right out of Drake City, competing with him. Drake beefing with him. He gotta, look the part. He get out the chair, he gets shorter. It's like a
Y'all, you seen that clip? You seen that clip?
People know about him.
So okay, look, okay. So you gotta think there's always a through point. This nigga was definitely gonna clap that. Look.
Talk, and we pulling up in matching cars because we hate the walk. All some niggas talking, but we hate the let's get it, let's go. I don't wanna rap no more. We want to talk, and we pulling up in matching cars because we hate the walk. All some niggas talking, but we hate the let's get it, let's go. I don't wanna rap no more.
Bro, it's the same exact size. Okay, so yeah, he definitely shot Meg. Well, what was he talking about? Breakfast Club interviews? That nigga guilty though. If we was to look down, yeah, he did that. Okay, what do you got? What do we got next? Where was we at? Tory, Turk, Beatty. I think that's just such a good interview. You had to make it A tier. Niggas had to throw that right there where it belongs. Kodak. I hope so. That's just such a bar. And then they all wearing masks. Yeah, nah, that shit was hard. Then you got Dame Dash. The thumbnail alone lets you know how he coming. Thumbnail alone lets you know this nigga gonna be disgruntled. You know, the problem with Dame Dash is he's actually has one of the greatest legacy. Not really, but he has a very great legacy. But he can't even really acknowledge how great of shit he did because he's so doesn't want to talk about Jay-Z, but it's like, bro, I'm sorry, we don't really want to talk about your son selling cookies and shit, but it's that nigga shit.
They asked me about Jay-Z one more time.
Nigga, you don't see we selling cookies, nigga? Low side in the movie. Hey, bro said low side in the movie 15 times. Did you even go to lowsideinthemovie.com?
No, I was just sort of I feel him, and I can't hate. He's just a parent, saying you can prove it. You can, I get him.
He just a parent. Lowsideinthemovie.com was it? No.
He's trying to shout him out. That's the biggest Breakfast Club. One of the biggest Breakfast Club interviews. It's
nigga, that was his movie.
I thought it was his son's movie.
No, nigga, his son sell sugar cookies. Wait, why you laughing? Nigga, his son sells sugar cookies. He gave everybody, or their oatmeal raisin. But he gave everybody oatmeal raisin and sugar cookie. Nigga, that's what his son, but he got a business.
Yeah. I thought
he said we got product, and he threw the sugar cookie.
I thought he had a restaurant, too.
He might have a restaurant. I'm not trying to play the nigga. I'm just saying that nigga was selling sugar cookies.
You didn't know there's sugar cookies. Why they gotta be sugar cookies?
What does it matter what kind of cookie it is? Does that make it worse? And nigga, what do you mean? Why it gotta be sugar cookie? Nigga, sugar cookie, oatmeal raisin, sugar cookie. Okay, so then you got that Kanye interview. Because Kanye walked in as if you ever, wanted to beat a nigga up before you, So a lot of times when I'd be going to school, I would have made up my mind, I'm going to fight this nigga today, right? So now I'm just waiting for this kid to give me a reason, right? You ever seen that kind of work? So that's how I felt like Kanye came in there. Kanye came in there like he wanted to fight.
Well, he knew Charlotte because was this coming off the Sway on the Sway interview? He's like, Charlamagne wanted me to turn up on him.
This was right before Sway.
Yeah, and so he knew Charlamagne trolls is on bullshit, and
I don't think Charlamagne was trolling. I think Bound was garbage.
Well, the whole album, and he said it was some other like more personal shit, and then it was like
that he's like a sellout and shit, and he's too worried about these corporations.
Like fell off, or
that he's not connected to reality or the people anymore.
Well,
what about that was bullshit?
I can't remember. There was a lot of things. I remember him saying, even we're gonna be watching this in 2023, 10 years from now, and I'll be right about all of this.
Who said that?
He did. 10 years. It was the 2013.
And I don't think that really.
He
literally aged terribly. What a god awful take.
I'm speaking to the future right now.
Yeah, nah. Right now, you gonna be trying to get this album off. Ye got an album he's cooking up. Nobody really gives a fuck.
Everyone in Balenciaga, don't get out the store.
Hey, you want to see how powerful I am? Every nigga in Ezra, France right now, don't go to Chuck E. Cheese, nigga. Fuck Chuck E. Cheese, nigga. Chuck E. Cheese, call me. Like, nigga, Kanye, shut the fuck up. But it's S tier. And then, of course, Dick Gregory. Just the GOAT. Dropping straight gems. Changed the nigga's life. Soulja Boy. S tier.
Yeah.
That is the greatest interview in interview history. It's really just that nigga is coming with straight quotable bars every 2 minutes.
Yeah, even when they try to stump him, it's like he never gets
You
played.
can't stump him.
It's like
you can't
talk about the video game stuff. I'll pull up the stats of the video game numbers right now. I'll sell this shit. You're like the fake jewelry. It's all like, what? No, this is, you made a moment out of it, but
where do we put 6ix9ine second interview?
That one, I don't know. Would you wear that kind of like polo tech?
No, I'm not wearing nothing that nigga got on. Put that D. I'm gonna put that D. I'm gonna put that D tier just because I wanted to put his other one D tier, but it was really too hot.
Yeah,
so I
just felt like he just wanted to follow up because
he need that follow up. Where do we put DMX's A tier? It was such a quotable, great interview, but he was hating so hard. It's hard for me to support. Like, that's not a good look for X. He's standing up.
Was he saying he didn't like Drake or?
He ain't like Drake. He ain't like Rick Ross. Cause that nigga talk about food too much.
Send him a 3-piece.
But that's a whack take because it's like you just saying that because he's fat, which then it's like. But maybe he's like. You just making this. Maybe he's just using that as like a metaphor for like he be saying the same shit every time. But like I don't know. No. It's X. Let X cook. He's a legend.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Standing up right.
Where we put Boo?
Oh, that one. That was his comeback, trying to him explain himself for him getting.
And I don't. Yeah. And I don't think. I think it's the most recent good interview. Yeah. It's the only thing within the last year or two.
Yeah, that was like 2 years ago.
Was that 2 years ago?
I think he's had another one he's been back on since then or something, but out of the recent ones.
Was that 2 years ago?
Soulja was back on more recently.
Okay, that was 2 years ago, then 7 months ago, then 2 months ago, and 7 years ago, and 3 years. God damn, Boosie been on that. Boosie just ain't really photogenic. That's how I'm saying. Well, what was we talking about, Mark?
If we're going to the Boosie interview,
50 Cent, we go ahead and put her B tier.
Yeah.
Although I feel like 50 Cent be having the most interesting interviews in the world, that's just.
I don't know. They seem like timely. You like hearing from 50. so it's not like a bad interview. B tier. It looks like we need to flip the B tier and the C tier, but it's just like the interviews are just not the Tiger except. But
wait, what? Why does it look like we have to flip the B tier and the C tier?
Just that first look of like, oh, you'd think that Jay-Z and Nip and Snoop would have better interviews than Tekashi 6ix9ine and.
No, you wouldn't. No, what makes you think that?
Well, I don't know. Just they're that bigger stature in the game, so it's like, you know.
Nobody. I guess Kanye, who has nobody of high stature really be that interesting. They got to protect too much. It's a nigga like motherfucking Tyga out here snitching on himself. Because niggas only watching the Tyga one to hear about him dating Kylie Jenner. Because Kylie Jenner ain't going to come do a Breakfast Club interview.
Yeah.
And she was 17. Let's not forget that. Can we, nigga, come on. Nobody going to say nothing about Tyga? We literally watched this nigga redshirt a kid.
Hey, air him out.
I ain't airing nothing out.
He's still out. He just did an interview I seen at the zoo.
All right, let's get the people one good look at the final tier list. We got Dick Gregory, Kanye West, Tony, or not Tony Yayo. What's this nigga's name?
Dame Dash.
Dame Dash. Soulja Boosie. A tier. Is there anybody you feel like should we move to the A tier before we end the A tier? It's Beanie, Kodak, and DMX right now.
Who were our honorable mentions? Like the Ray J, we gotta get him in like an A tier.
S. Booty Goals?
Started it. It really set the standard for what a good interview.
Booty Goals?
On that Breakfast Club.
You're tripping. Booty Goons all time. Beanie, Tekashi, MGK50. You got any arguments there? Who would you put as number one in the B tier if you were to rate those 4 Breakfast Club interviews? Jay-Z looked like he smelled like somebody farted in the studio next to him in the thumbnail. And he trying to act like he don't smell it, but he smell it. But he smell it.
Keep it cool and shit. It's happening. But I don't know. I kind of Machine Gun Kelly is more of a character. I think I'd be more entertained watching his interview back. Like,
I don't know, my face itches.
I don't know. Tekashi's never really entertaining for too long. It's more of like a, oh yeah, this guy's just.
I don't know. I watched all his interview after he snitched. I ain't gonna hold you. I was genuinely.
When he was on like with Ack and Wack.
No, not even Academics. That nigga was on the Shade Room. I ain't even know Shade Room did interviews.
He's trying to get that free press there.
So we'll be back next Tuesday a little earlier with another tier list. Welcome to the first step.